Okay, pilots, I just wanted to make a little quick update video and an unboxing video because I was going to show you what my next project is going to be. Now, I've ordered another Fo3 from Motion RC made by Rotor scale. Now, it's the exact same helicopter mechanics that I put in my Cobra here, and I've got a few things done to the Cobra, done a little detail work, put some decals on it and give it a little touch-up paint job, and she flies great. Couldn't ask for nothing better. I ain't got my gun mounted this time. Canopy, I ain't really the painter. You see the outline there. But if you look in there real close there, you can see the hinge. Just a regular old control surface hinge, nylon hinge. Get the battery plugged up, whatnot, whatever. And there you go. You gotta worry about it coming up. That blade's gonna be pushing down on it anyway. If it does, it does. Got the motor in the back, painted green. Except for this side, I didn't put any paint on that side. I didn't want to get in there and get in them burns or nothing inside that motor or nothing. But I had to cut away some pieces. See how it's been cut away here? Well, now that I've got one done and it flies, I know what I got to do to get it to fly and get it done. I can use this body here as a judgment on other bodies I'm going to be putting this helicopter in. See? My Huey, I still believe I can get my Huey airborne. All right, I'm going to show you a little bit right here too. I'm going to show you where I had to cut the bottom out of it, just about lighten it up. The winglets here, that's only half of the piece that the model actually has the bottom piece you glue to it. So I only have half of it glued on. I did leave the tail winglets on it because it didn't seem to be tail heavy, it seemed to be nose heavy. So I've moved the battery back. Inside here, there's the battery right here. It was all the way up to the front because I wanted to make sure that if it needed to be all the way up front, it was going to be front. But that's why the helicopter in my hole, when I hit my hole button, it still wanted to go forward because it's nose heavy. So I still got to do some more flights on it to get that center of gravity. But the pilots, I mean, the wind was blowing yesterday, but it ain't nothing like it's blowing today and tomorrow and the next day too, they saying on the news. I mean, for crying out loud, Lord, please help us out. But there's that Cobra. So let's unbox. Since I'm gonna have more than one, I put a little piece of red tape on this one and then a little piece of red tape's on the helicopter. Keep them separate. Now this helicopter is simple to fly. I've flown it without the body on it, all the modification. I've flown it before, done all that. And the thing just, I mean, it literally just, I mean, it's almost like all you gotta do is think it and it does it. All right, we got extra blades, got an extra rotor gear, charger, USB charger, and then there's also an Allen wrench and an extra tail rotor in there. Excuse me. That's our little bag of goodies. We've got an instruction manual that I wished that they would get into a little more detail on what the screen is telling you. My only complaint. A little more detail than what the screen is telling you. Helicopter, you ain't looking at the screen. Helicopter flies great, but you know, it's telling you if you're in the mode 1 or 2, which is, you know, expert pilot or 6-axis gyro. If I can get this to snap here, that's pretty tight. Hopefully this one. Okay, we got our helicopter here up top. Oh, let's grab this battery. 2S 700 ohm. I think so. I think that's what it is. Yeah, 700. And pilots the thing and fly for almost 15 minutes. If you know, if you're doing it, you know, kind of wide open and going crazy with it, maybe not. Just a beginner, you fly it for 15 minutes. But it's a beautiful helicopter. But you can see how much, you know, difference. You know, kind of a little bit different there, ain't it? I make them mine, pilots. I make them mine. If it didn't work, like I bought the 130 series from another manufacturer, and it was too small. I knew it was too small as soon as I opened the box. I said, well, that's too small. But I mean, you take this body off, you got some pins there on the side, you just pull these little caplets off the pins, and it comes right off. And I actually use the back mount here, back here, to mount my bodies on. I use those. Now the 2 front ones in the front, I pretty much just cut them out of the way and got them out of the way. I pretty much take the gear completely off. There's a screw right here. You can barely see that screw right in there. That takes the gear and the battery mount off. I'm not going to need the battery mount on what I'm going to put this one in. So all that can be took off on it. And that's the reason I think that I might can get my Huey body to fly. Is I had all on the inside of the body here, I had the floor, the actual model, had a flooring in the bottom. I had it, I had the landing gear still on the original helicopter, the Fo3. I took all that off, you know. And if I get the helicopter back together again, I've got area here I can cut out, all this area right here, square area, as long as I leave somewhere for the gear to go on it, I'm there. But as you can see how much sanding and grinding I've done to lighten it up. Every little knob and nookie has been smoothed out, cleaned out all down through there to get it as light as I could possibly get it. Even pretty much cut the tail off of it there. You can see, to get it lighter. But I still think it might fly. I just got to check it out. Because this helicopter, the way I set it up and the way I make it, I mean, you know, I can put multi-bodies on one helicopter. But I got something else to try out. I got a remote control. Where's one of my little caps that goes on the body? Yep. It's laying here. It come off. That's all right. Ain't worried about that. Okay, that's everything in that box. Now here's our controller. Automatic takeoff, automatic land. Trim. Let's see. No, that's not the. Yeah, that's the trim for the rudder on this side. This is the automatic takeoff and automatic landing. These are the trims for your side to side and front and back. But the screen has multiple information on it. It's just, you know, you don't know what it's telling you. On and off switch. Now the instructions tell you that one of these buttons switches it from mode 1 to mode 2, and the other is the hold button. But I got to do all that, push them buttons and stuff, and see what happens on the screen again. And then in the instructions, it tells you to have your throttle all the way down, then turn the power on, and your light will be blinking, and when you let it up, or it'll be off, or something different will be about it. I can't remember what it was. Let's see. I got batteries in this one. 4 small AAA batteries. But you're holding your throttle down. All right, the light's on, and then it gives a beep, and then that's ready for you to plug the helicopter up. To get you rotors just turning without the automatic takeoff, I'm thinking you put it to the outside. All right. And then you got your stuff going. And like I said, Pops, this thing is like all you gotta do is think it, and it does it. So, you know, I think it'll be a great first helicopter for anybody, any age group. But, again, I make them mine. The Viper. That's right. This is the next project. 1/35, a little bit smaller, which is okay. I was thinking about weight again. So this is a 1/35th, and it's an Academy model. Now I forgot about when I bought this. I forgot, you know, I've built just about every type of static model that they brand and make. And I forgot about how detailed Academy models are, and there's certain other ones that are very, very detailed. And just for an example, this is your canopy in 5 different pieces. Okay, there you go. Oh, you know, what do you do? And here is mainly the pieces I'll be using. There's half of the body there. You can see it without the glare. There's the other half up here. There's the tail boom and the tail sections, the winglets. That's mostly the only parts I'll be using, and the landing gears up in here, instead of it just being a one piece, it's in 4 different pieces. So there's my landing gear. But there it is. That's the next project. It has decals for German and American. All these missiles, guns, just ordnance blades. I see the rotors in there. But that's what you get, Pilot. And usually it comes like this model did, with complete body. Just, you know, boom. That's the way the Cobra came, but that was a different model, name brand. But that's okay, I can still use it, and actually it might be even better because I can see more and corners and curves to see what I need to move. But you see, this one's got this big old turbine engine in it. It's not like the old Cobras where this has got the turbine, so I got this big side piece right here that could be enough room to clear this, which is a vent, a cooling vent for the motor. And on the other side, you've got a servo sticking out there to the side. See the servo sticking out there? See, I might not even have to cut nothing out of this Viper. All I'm gonna have to do is just fit it. Maybe the top, oh, that's right, I'll have to cut that top off. There's the top is way too small for the rotor to turn this area up in here in the top. That's what I'm talking about. But we'll just have to see, pilots. We'll have to see. But wait, there's more. Don't get your credit card yet. I got another special surprise coming. It's supposed to be here Wednesday. And pilots, I think you'll enjoy it too. Because I myself, me and some guys at work was talking today about it. I myself has never seen a remote control helicopter of this sort on the market or anywhere. I mean, and I've watched some videos, a lot of videos from all around the world, pilots. I like watching these things fly. I can't fly them all that I've got right now because I need experience, and that's where I can help myself by watching videos to see what these things do before I take off. And I will fly them. The field's getting recovered. Matter of fact, got an email today on the phone there where they having a fly-in Saturday. An event, but it's not going to be at our field. It's going to be somewhere different. But there you go, pilots. I'm out.